Oh my goodness. Are we live? I see the red button came on, I guess. Alright. Yeah, so that was my mom calling. And I don't know why. It's just like, out of all the times, I just be minding my business, chilling, not doing nothing. I don't get no calls. But the moment I sit here and I do my fucking work, everybody want to call me. Like, I don't get that, y'all. How is that even possible? This is why I need to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. But I feel like even sometimes that still end up happening. But I end up taking these cards back since I was interrupted out because it was so many cards anyway. Uh, but I'm not gonna watch that. I didn't because I don't even know what's happening right now. I don't know if it's still connected or I don't know, y'all. But this is I guess I have to stitch this and put this. I mean, now I have to stitch it and probably make it as one big video on YouTube. Or maybe I'm just still do it as a three part. I don't know. Well, let's see how it goes, y'all. Who knows? Because I still got to pull out the Lenormand. But we have disharmony and self love, though. Love language. Oh, and look, we had the love language cards, and here we go with the love language. So your love language is definitely going to play a big role in your relationship. You know, I think that's the one thing that helps you stand out because they know your love language and you know their love language. Even if they may not have spoke it out to you, you know their love language in some way, shape, or form. And again, he may not have told that to you, but and they know your love language. It's something like that. Someone's aware of their love language, of their partner's love language, without them knowing it. Whip it. Ooh, somebody may like to get whipped. Somebody likes it a little rough. S&M, right? Congrats to Rihanna and her baby. Or having a baby with ASAP Rocky. Third party at the bottom of the deck. There's something or someone that is affecting your relationship. It's time to address it, right? It's time to address it. Whoever that verse bottom was that's out here doing the love spells to a verse top who no longer wants to be a verse top, who wants to be a full on top, and who wants to be married to their divine partner, twin flame. Patience, and it still came out. Harvest, 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 harvest. You plant the seeds that the universe gave you. Due to your patience and growth, you are now able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Look at that. Because the eight of coins popped up, right? And I was telling you about, eight of coins, right? Harvest. And somebody has watching you stress over everything that you've been through. Somebody's watched you go through all that. Only but who? Your significant other wouldn't see you go through the stress of building something, seeing them and then them watching you be stressed out about the shit that they are putting you through too, and it's just like, well, damn, there's this harmony here, and I think I need to learn to love myself more in order for this relationship to really grow and to really withstand the test of time. Like I said before, you could be a Gemini Mars, and you may have a Gemini's Mars in your fourth house. So, Mars is all about that action. So if you have a Gemini, the Geminis is all about, the twins. Wow, right? The twins. Shit. So you literally could be having a fucking... and the Mars is about fire, too. So this literally could be... and the Force is all about union. Force is all about union. So it's like... somebody needs to whip it. Somebody's getting whipped into shape. Right? Somebody was acting like a Devo. Right? You got divas. Divas are a female version of a hustler, but a Devo is a male version of a diva. So right, so the Devo was probably out here trying to doing the fucking black magic, the love spells. Doo-wop that thing, right? Oh wow, they had to doo-wop that thing. Oh wow, wow, wow. Somebody cuckoo. This is a woman. Somebody going crazy. This is also the clock, the cuckoo clock, tick tock, tick tock. Time's running out. Somebody's looking in. Right. This woman here, I don't know, something's about this time. This time is ticking on this woman. What is that? My biological clock is ticking, isn't that the time? Somebody's biological clock is ticking right now. It's you. 37 could be. Oh wow, 29. I'm 29, turning 30, but you know, somebody's literally feeling like they that hangman there. So like I said before about the intentions, right? Trying to break up a wife and the kids or something like that. Oh wow. And here's the man. Wow. This is the other man. This is the witch or the warlock. This is the person doing the spells. And this is you, the feminine, going crazy over the situation. This person is over here doing spells, making you crazy, but everything is about to fucking backfire on this bitch. Little do he know. Little faggot. Oh, wow. And the other woman right behind him. Look at that in the bridge. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. So this is your masculine. I'm sorry. This is the faggot. Right here, the other woman. So the other man and the other woman. But this is that passion. This is that lust. This is why they connect, because of the sex. This is what bridges them together. The sex. That thing. That wang, that Ace of Wands, right? Come on now. I was about to say the Two of Swans. I always keep saying that because this gives me Two of Cups energy to somebody's connection. Somebody needs to look closer, magnifying glass. Really look at the fine print on things of that connection. Because you was out here trying to. They didn't look at that fine print of that contract, of that blood contract, and now they about to have everything taken from them. Somebody's about to be crazy. This clock is here. You say here you try to take from the feminine, try to make her crazy, making her stressed, worried, and having anxieties about her man, wondering when he gonna come home to her, thinking that he ain't coming home, right? They ain't coming home to you, you old frumpy hag, you know. He with me, they with me. We having all this sex, and he ain't touching you, and he's sitting on my face, and I'm riding his dick, and this all this that and the third, being all flagrant with the shit too. This is what this is. This is lust. This is passion. This is disrespect. This is blatant. You know, the bridge, right? The thing that connects the two. So it's that thing. We bringing out the kipper. The thief. This was the card that popped out in that full moon reading. I never shuffled, but somebody was thinking they trying to steal your man from you. You thought you was trying to steal somebody's man. You thought you was out here being a thief. Ooh, what's this? Because this was flipped over. Oh wow, thoughts. You thought you was gonna come between a marriage. Ooh, wow. You thought you was gonna come between a marriage and a child. Wealthy man. What's a great fortune? That's crazy. Watch out. The gift. Oh, you thought you had the gift. You thought you had the gift to get this man to walk away from his marriage and his kids. Please. I don't even think I got that kind of power over somebody. No matter. Even if I'm coming off as the bro, whatever. Like, I don't think that I can ever know. Like, if I'm going to get myself involved, she's going to have to know. She's going to have to be aware of that. She's going to have to be okay with that. If anything, that should be her twist. Because a lot of women don't talk about this, but they really do have fantasies about two men getting it on. Just like men, average, typical apex predator men, the alpha males, they have that idea of two women doing it, getting it on. That's a fantasy of theirs. Women have that same fantasy about two men. So it's just like, if I'm going to be doing anything with a man and they have some type of connection with women, that woman needs to know what her man gets into. Point blank, period. Or it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out. And that's another reason why as well, because Two, men want to keep things hidden in the dark too. And I'm not saying that, you know, and I know that I've explained earlier, I don't know if these videos are going to connect, but I know I explained it in part 1 too about how I'm not saying that it's always the trans woman's fault, you know, for her death. And, you know, and I know that sounds very insensitive for me to say that, because, you know, most of these men, they were really confused about their sexuality too on top of that. So when you're trying to present yourself as a girl, and then they don't, you know, and it's not processing into their minds about what it is because of how they've been brought up, and then that's when the conflict comes in, you know. And it's just like, but it's also the men who are denying that they actually are attracted to men as well, that puts themselves into which situations. But also but with the gay men and the trans women too, they sit here and they try to blackmail these men, and then that's why they end up getting, you know, murdered, you know, on the news. Oh, this hate crime. It's always some type of, they try to disguise it as a hate crime, but it's always some trans person or some gay man trying to blackmail a man because of his sexual identity, because he's not trying to be honest with the people that he wants to entertain and please. And I don't fucking know, like, niggas be weird sometimes on who they, or how they try and present themselves as being a man to other fucking people, as if they're relevant to their lives. Mature Man. Cellophane is playing by Sia. But we have Mature Man and Toil and Labor. There's that hard work again. There's that to this mature man. You really put somebody really was working hard on this mature man's marriage. 29 in prison. Somebody's about to get locked up. I don't know how. Well, yeah, because of the spells, the love spells. Yikes. Maybe we should just go over these cards once again. And we're going to end the video off. Because this was a shit show. I'm kind of upset that, like, people kept calling. I got interrupted twice. Because that's what I'm saying. Like, whatever this is, that's also a sign. The fact that this video got interrupted twice, messages are trying to be blocked. Somebody's not trying to get the truth to come out. Somebody doesn't want the truth to come out. You got to be mindful of that. You know, this shit, it may not resonate with you. It could be somebody that you know, or this could be somebody, right? Or if it's not you, it's the person that you're dealing with. If it's not the person that you're dealing with, it's the person that they're dealing with. If you are aware that they're dealing with someone, and if you don't think that they're dealing with somebody, well, you just found out now. So again, we got these cards again. Is there any history of addictions, abuse, or negative habits in your family? How has it affected you? Describe a situation where you lost trust in someone close to you. These go hand in hand right here. I don't know whoever this is, because I think yeah, this is the intimacy cards. Yeah, this is the intimacy cards. There's another one. What's the one thing you like to get better over the next year? Something to think about. Like I've said before, you have the opportunity to turn your life around, to do better. Whoever you are that done these little love spells that you don't think you're gonna get away with, but I'm telling you, right? If you continue on, look. Again, it's not that I don't have to prove anything to anybody. That's not my purpose. That's not my point. Whatever it is that I'm telling you, somebody's out here doing it, and it's only going to catch up to somebody eventually. That's all I have to say about that. You know? What does humanity completely misunderstand? That men are never satisfied. Men will never be satisfied. So it's no matter how much toil and labor you put to this mature man, he's never going to be satisfied. Because you're too busy, you're too focused on trying to please this fucking man. And that's where you go wrong when you start to people pleasing, because all they're gonna do is take, 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 toil and labor. This man got a whole marriage and kids that he has to support. All he's gonna use you for is sex. He don't need you for anything else. He already got what it is that he needs. The only reason why he's allowing you to have sex is okay. It's not that he's not having sex with his significant other. It's because you're different than what his significant other is. That's it. You're just different than what the significant other looks like. You know, and that's the only. And this is literally specifically to somebody that's like, literally coming off as like, oh, I'm into this, but they really giving off another thing, or I'm not into this, but they really are into it, but they not. I don't know. It's something like something like that. Oh wow, and we got Let It Whip by the Daz Band. So we had Whip It at one point, and now we have Let It Whip. But look, I'm telling you, somebody wants to let it whip. Somebody try and somebody try and get it. Somebody try and get it. I'm telling you, that's one thing I will say. Somebody's like. That's what I look at when I hear freak. I think somebody's like real kinky. They like that aggressive, rough talk. Not talking all the time, but they like that. I don't want you to call me no bitch or anything, but like they like to get all aggressive and like rough you up a little bit, you know, and tie you up and like and really spank your ass. Like they like to get aggressive. Like if you gonna put your hands on me, that's where you do it. I told you I'm a lover, not a fighter. So if you put your hands on me, we gonna be fucking. I'm just saying. Well, I'm not gonna say that because I don't know. I'm very picky. I have a lot of earth in my chart, so I'm a bougie bitch. I'm very particular, and I'm very prudish. So yeah, particular. I got standards, regardless of how I look and how I present myself. No motherfuckers still find me attractive, regardless of how I present myself. And as soon as that my type comes through, then I'm gonna bust it open for a real one. That's it. That's you know. But until then, I got standards. I don't fuck with nobody until then. And 10 years from now, what do you think you'll miss the most from today's present? What's the most valuable lesson you learned from your past relationship? Space. Give people their space. Communication, regardless, right? I know communication is key. I can only speak on my part, so I can't really speak on other people's. I know that the one thing that really fucked me up, you know, just in general with my relationships, not just speaking on romance, just relationships in general with how I function and talk to people, was with that Aquarius. That fucked me up completely because I didn't give him a space because he was going through something, right? He was going through something. I was aware that something was off about him, and because something was off about him, it was fucking me up emotionally. And I was trying to reach out to him, you know, about how I was feeling, but it was being misinterpreted. It was being misunderstood, and things got misconstrued, and that's how the friendship ended. So, if there's one thing that I've learned from my past is to understand that everybody isn't going to move the way that you want them to move just because you feel a certain type of way about them. You know, you feel about them just because you feel a certain way about a person, they're not going to have those same feelings about you, or if they do have those same feelings about you, they're not going to be as open to expressing themselves to you about those feelings, because those are new, those are weird, those are something they've never been able to do before as well, you know. So for this person who was that verse bottom doing the love spells, right? Yeah, you were that opportunity for that masculine to explore his sexuality, and now that they explored their sexuality, you know, they've learned a valuable lesson about their relationships. Oh wow, and they're anaconda, right? The anaconda don't want nothing unless it got buns. But they've learned their valuable lessons about about their demons, about their wand, and how it's been affecting their family and their child as well. And like I've said before, they got kids. The kid's gonna grow up because we this Generation Z, these Gen Z kids, they non-binary, this, that, and the third. They're out here. They really out here thinking that they know a lot. So this person's child is gonna grow up in that generation, and then this man is gonna grow up more open-minded than most parents because they've already had that experience with the same sex. you know so it's just like they have some background in teaching their kids about what is right and what is wrong and what they need to look out for and what is being naturally taught to them versus what is being propaganda as well, because there is propaganda in the LGBT community, and we not and nobody's and we're just I'm aware of it, but nobody's really going to talk about it at all. So, but we're gonna go back into these cards and we're gonna end it off. But we have Inception here, like I've said before. Somebody has been trying to implant an idea inside your mind to make you believe that it was your idea to begin with, and it wasn't. So that whole, so maybe the whole so maybe somebody was giving you the idea that you were bisexual or something like that, and you tried it out, and you come to find out that that wasn't even your idea to begin with. Somebody was putting a love spell on you. Huh? Wow. Right? Live in the moment. Superman. Circle of life. What goes around comes around. But this is also history repeating itself. Someone needs to live in the moment and understand the circles of life. Superman is here because somebody is literally a superhuman. Superman, somebody's not like that. I mean, it could be like that. I'm not gonna deny nobody's ascension journey and what realities that they live in. But this Superman energy is here, so somebody is definitely an alien and who's been through so much, and who's probably also been an orphan too. I can probably look at that as well. So this masculine probably has been an orphan. There's a child here too. Who's raised with step parents. That's probably why they were able to do this too, because they weren't raised by their real family. Not saying that's a bad thing, but that's probably why they were so open to do what they were doing, still married to you, because of how they were brought up. They were an orphan, so they were still figuring out a lot of shit that even us, who, even if you were brought into a your mom raised you, you still have some type of idea on who you are a little bit, but this person doesn't have no mom, no dad, so they really don't know who their cousins, their uncles, nieces, or they got any brothers or sisters out here. They're just on their own. So they end up becoming a Superman. Mummy, right? That was in reverse. So somebody was stuck and now they're unstuck because they realized that they're Superman. So somebody was really had probably cursed, because mummies are cursed. They're supposed to be dead. They brought back to life to walk amongst the earth as this undead creature. So somebody was really has some type of as a mummy. So this person that you were with had you stuck. They was hacking your shit, trying to take from you. You was a mature man. Like I said before, when we pulled out the Lenormand, the thief card was right there, and we have the hacker here with the love spells. So somebody was trying to. Somebody thought that a love spell was going to be a hack to being a hack to getting them what they want. We have Luxury by Azalea Banks, who is also a witch. Not saying that she's the one that's out here doing black magic, but I just think that's funny how somebody was doing love spells as a life hack, and then we have Luxury playing, right? So somebody was really thought they was about to get the gift with the mature man, have this luxurious life, but now they about to go to prison because of all this hard work and effort that they put into, right? If you really are God fearing, if you are really God fearing, how can you be afraid of human judgment? So again, this person who is married, obviously they're married, so they're religious, regardless of if they go to church on Sunday, if they read the Bible or the Quran, It don't matter if they take their religion serious or not. It don't fucking matter. They're married. They have vows. They spoke under gods. Right? It don't matter. Like, there's a contract here. We had the devil here, and we also had the lovers there. The lovers is literally indicative of a marriage, while the devil is literally just some contract. It's a physical, tangible contract. So that's literally like the actual that could be actual like you getting your job, right? Or you actually filing the papers, the actual papers to to actually be registered as marriage, as husband and wife. But the lovers is that's the soul. That's we don't need to be married on this 3D to know that we are supposed to be together for death do us part. We don't have to say those vows. We don't need to have these rings. We don't need to do none of those traditional shits because we already understand who we are and what our souls are brought here for. That's what that is. That's who this person understands who they're with, and that once upon a time, not long ago, right? That's what this masculine is gonna say. Once upon to their child, because this is still kind of peeking over there. Their child get older. Once upon a time, daddy used to get it in with men. Like, and they were like, what? They gonna look at what? They were like, what? Daddy used to what? But it was like, yeah, I was out here, I grew up not knowing who my family was. So when you got people raising you, you get to learn and explore and do all this and thing. I'm just been discovering myself. And that's when I met your mom. And then she didn't really know about me full, but there was something about her that really spoke to my soul. And I knew that I was going to make her mine. That's going to be the type of story, this masculine is going to be talking to this story, telling the story to the child, Super Mario Bros. How I met your mother, or how I met your father, and then and because there's so much that they've been through, that this masculine been through, it could be fucking bedtime stories for his child, Kill Bill style, well, Addiction is now playing. Oh, that's my song too. But I was thinking about Kill Bills too, and how like she did everything and she got her child at the end. That also could be another thing too, because I said too, somebody could be on some kicking ass and taking names. So somebody could be trying to blackmail you to keep you away from your kid, because that's all about That's basically what was Kill Bill about. Her getting back to her daughter. Fuck Bill, well, clearly, because she wanted to kill that nigga, But it's just like, now you want to take you killed me and my daughter, but I survived, and now I think my daughter is still dead. I'm about to fuck all you bitches up. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about you having a daughter. Your damn self. She still killed the bitch. Like, and then not only that, she tried to give her some leeway too. You know what? She tried to be lenient. She tried to have some type of compassion, some type of courteous. She was being considerate. That's what it was. She was being considerate. And, she was like, I'm not going to kill you in front of your daughter. I'm not going to kill you in front of your husband. But if I wanted to, if I really wanted to get even Stevens right, I'd fuck you up in front of your husband and your daughter and kill all of them too. What you mean? But I ain't like that. I ain't a monster. Somewhat. I'm a little bit of monster. Just a little bit, right? Addictions. I'm a little addicted to killing people. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. But faith without works. Faith. I don't know why that sounds weird coming out my mouth. Faith without works is dead. But you have to have faith. I gotta have the faith, right? Somebody, like I said before, who didn't have faith that marriage was going to work out. Or maybe they was hoping, right? They have more hope and faith. But you should have had faith that the relationship would have worked out, because if it would have worked, well, the relationship is working out, but your intentions for it to not work out is now leaving you high and dry. Now you're about to be imprisoned and left out in the cold on a lot of shit. That's fucked up, If you come across somebody and you have a connection, it's for a reason. But because they are involved with other people, don't mean you steal them from whatever it is that they got going on. They have a family and a child there. What the fuck you mean, bro? What kind of example are they setting for men in general if they're going to leave their wife and their kids just because they want to be with something else? Because that fuels them sexually. That don't make no sense. I'm only with you because you satisfy me sexually. That's it. Wow. Look at that. Saturday love. You was just a weekend thing. Come on now. Stop playing yourself. You know, and we want to talk about SZA and The Weeknd because I said this is the original Weeknd song. You know, before there was The Weeknd, before SZA had The Weeknd, this was Sherelle and Alexander O'Neal getting their little thing on over the weekend, over the little Saturday love. That's all you was, just a little Saturday love, and there's nothing wrong with that. You just, you know, when he call you up, you know, that's it. But you had no faith that was going to work out. You didn't want that. You wanted to have your cake and eat it too. Now you about to have your cake all by yourself in the loony bin. Mortal Kombat. We already know somebody's going to be wanting to fight. Somebody don't believe in God. And like, well, because you don't believe in God, faith without works is dead. So you don't have no faith in God. You ain't going to get shit the way that you want it. You manifest wrong when you do that. That's how you don't manifest. Because you don't believe in God. Because you always want proof. Can you prove that God exists? Fuck you. I don't need to prove that God exists. When we all die and your ass is in hell, then what? Because you want to sit here, play games with people's emotions. Cancer. Fucking dick. You need some TLC. Aries. Oh, right. Aries, Mars. Married. Oh, wow. Mars is also that masculine. Married. Gamer. Monday. Something's happening. Monday. Have mercy. Jesus talks, but money walks, but money walk. Money talks, but Jesus walks. So, like I said before, whatever kind of blackmail that you had over this masculine or this feminine, whoever this person is that was stepping out of their marriage for a little Saturday love, you can't blackmail them. They got their because they have faith in God. That's what it is. Their faith in God is going to work out for them and not you because you want to use money. Oh, I'm giving you money. Remember what you promised me because I paid you. We had a contract. No, fuck all that. I don't care if I wrote my name in blood, right? But that blood magic, my faith belongs to God. My soul belongs to God. My life is surrounded by God. My world revolves around God. What part do you understand? Like, you witch, you warlock, bitch. Back off. Bitch, be gone. Witch, be gone. You about to get locked up. Because you out here trying to blackmail. That blackmail is not out here, but this was going to manifest. Somebody's going to be bitter and upset because they can't have their man no more because the wife, the person that they're married to, got their man back because the man or the woman, whoever this married couple is, whoever one stepped out their marriage, that person is realizing everything and who they are as an individual and how important they are on this plane, on this earth, in this 3D world. They understanding their importance now. That's why this verse top is in reverse. They no longer want to be with the shit. They was a verse top to begin with from the jump. They not really trying to bend over for niggas already. So now I've already done and did it and I'm not with it. No, that's not my twist. I don't want no toys. I don't want no real deal. I don't want none of that shit. Get that shit away from me. I'm not with that foo-foo shit, bro. Fuck out of here. Like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but like I've already been there, done that, and that's not my twist. So fall back, bro. That's it. You know, where does the line draw? Where can a man draw the line without him sounding like he's homophobic, right? Cause men be like, men be like that. Like, I'm not gay. I got a girl and this, that, and the third. But because there's other men out here that's out here with the shits with their girlfriends behind their backs, it's fucking it up for the men out here. So when a man out here talk about says that, oh, I'm into women, I don't like men, this and the third, people are gonna look at you like you full of shit. They're not gonna take the words that's coming out of your mouth, because of other men that said the same shit end up getting caught doing some shit with a trainee or a gay nigga. I'm sorry, I keep saying tranny, but it's just like, it rolls off the tongue for me. It's just like, that's always what I've been saying my entire life. And now we're finding out it's offensive to trans women. It's just like, oh my God, y'all just be trying to find ways to control people. But that's neither here or there. Capricorn, control the double addictions, as we just played, as the song just played before Saturday Love, right? Addictions, Capricorn, they're here. It's time to do some study or some research. Study time, research. Remember the promise. Like I said before, but it's just like, people always say promises are meant to be broken. But let me tell you something. God made a promise to whoever this masculine is. And this is why this is here. Remember, it's God's promise. Fuck the promise you made to that person that's not even to you. Remember the promise you made to God to your marriage. Remember that promise. Fuck whatever you said to this verse bottom who's doing love spells on you. Remember your marriage. Remember those vows. Remember that promise. Because when you're married to God. Fuck whoever it is. No, I'm not saying fuck whoever it is you're in a relationship. Because it's... You're being mindful that that person is there, but you also got to be mindful that it's not just that person there. You're being watched under God. That's why that 9 of Swords is there. So whatever you're doing, oh wow, right? Whatever you're planting, you're growing, you're being watched every single time. So whenever you do something stupid, you're gonna get stressed out because God is watching. He's like, I don't know. I'm trying to push you over here, but if you want to go here and be stupid, I'm going to let you be here and stupid. But when you get caught up into some shit and you get locked up and, you know, the feds is coming and shit like that, don't be, oh, have mercy on my soul, Lord, please forgive me. Because I sat here and I tried to save you, but you didn't want to listen. So, use your discernment, kids. I understand we all want to be with somebody, but that's just all... If you can't be comfortable, if you can't love being by yourself, if being by yourself is a fear of yours, if you hate being by yourself, then you ain't gonna never be in a relationship. Because God is gonna always put you in a situation where you ain't gonna never feel comfortable with people until you learn how to love, not wanting to love yourself enough to not depend on anybody. That's it. That's it. Period. That's why you're going to be so confused and conflicted all the fucking time. Why is this not working out? Why does this person keep running back? Why running away from me and going back to their wives? Because it's like, you're not learning the fucking lesson. That's why, bro. You're not getting it. Find out what your purpose is. You might be like, you're able to like to bring in these men, but you can't keep them for a reason. Understand that that's a lesson that you need to learn. And once you learn that lesson, once you close that chapter out, then the right masculine or feminine is going to come in and present themselves for you to then y'all can be in a relationship in this and third. But that's not going to be right away because you still have to learn to love yourself. And you got to be comfortable with yourself and you got to appreciate and you got to be the example of what self-love looks like. And then once you put yourself out there loving yourself and people seeing how much you love yourself, then that's when it's really going. That's when those people are going to come in to love you the way that you wouldn't have been loved, that you've been trying to get that love from these mature married men. You know? Yo, what's the debate? Oh shit, I'm sorry. There's no debate. I was just doing a pull. I was pulling some tarot cards. I was just so much into the rant. I wasn't even paying attention to the chat. I hope you're still there, Luda Heljo? Is that like Spanish? Or am I saying that? Is that Joe? Or that's Ho? Or Yo? Help me out, sir. Or ma'am. But yeah. And I was just doing a reading for a collective, that's all. And I was just, telling a story. But somebody's, and I get that. They promised you. They promised that, yeah, I'm going to leave them. This, that. That's what they all promise, y'all. They always promise that they're going to leave their wife That's what they promise you. That's what they say to you. They say anything just to fuck you. And then go right back to their wife. like, like it's a difference. Like the wife can be like, oh, well, he promised me this, that, and the third, but he out here doing whatever it is that he wants to, but yet he still comes back. He still knows that he got you. He still got his kids. It's like it's I know it's a safety net, and I know that's really fucked up, but he knows that there's nothing else better out there. It's just this addiction that he has that he's just trying to control. That's all that is. And rehab sometimes isn't always the case for people. Sometimes men are stubborn, so they fucking we have the Mars out here. So you could be a Gemini Mars, right? In your fourth house. That Gemini Mars, that's two minds, right? Two people. They say the Geminis are either two-faced or bipolar. It's always something about the splits. It's always something about two. So if you're a Gemini Mars, it's just like you're always going to be battling between your two emotions. That's why they're married even at a young age. They're married and they got a kid and they're still out here with somebody. They may not be out here with a bunch of people. They may out here just be one person, insinuating them in some type of a relationship without it being a relationship. Because that's how most of these are. These download things are. There's no strings attached. But when you constantly having sex with somebody, that passion, that lust, those feelings are going to come in eventually. Especially when you're the one that doesn't have anything. When you're just when you're the outsider, right? This person, they always got a wife and kids to fall back to at the end of the day, while you just you got him, but that's it. You want to talk to people, but you don't also want to be out here just whoring yourself to everybody. This is why you stick with the married man, because he ain't out there thotting and bopping with everybody. But sometimes you can't always just assume that. Just because he married, that he only fucking you. Clearly, if he out here stepping out of his marriage, having sex with you, what makes you think that he not having sex with somebody else? Shit. He only got you on a Saturday. So it's just like, or on the weekend. So it's just like, you don't know who the fuck he talking to during the week. Like, and you don't know what the significant other is aware of either. Because he could be telling you some bullshit just to perpetuate a fantasy as well. So motherfuckers could be out here making it seem like their wife ain't shit and this, that, and the third. Meanwhile, their wife is privy to whatever it is that they going through. You probably know what it is, and it's just, I don't know. I feel like this reading could be for the person that was out here doing all the shit. Exactly. Because with the Super Mario Bros, Super Mario Bros is out here. I don't see that connecting to nobody other than the feminine and masculine. Twin flames. Mario and Luigi I believe they are twins. They not, of course one is taller than the other, but Mario and Luigi are brothers, twin brothers. So twin flames, partnerships, it don't matter. I know it's the innuendos. Super Mario, Superman. So it's just like somebody's about to be out here on some Super Mario energy, about here kicking ass, Kill Bill, taking names. It's good. It's a lot of shit. You got 2 video game references, a movie reference. Actually, you have 2 movie references. You have Inception. Actually, Jigsaw. Wow. There's a lot of shit that's happening on Monday. Or that happened on Monday, or that's going to happen, that happened yesterday, because we were making, that was the new moon. So, who knows? Damn, this is a long ass reading. I feel like I'm still, I took that break too. That's why I'm like, why am I still doing this fucking reading? This damn near almost 7 o'clock, like 7:30. Like it was daytime when I started this reading, but I had interruptions. That's right. But they're learning though, and I hope you're learning too. In order for this circle, the circle of life, right? You gotta live in the moment. Learn to love yourself. If You Had My Love, right? By Jennifer Lopez. If you had my love and I gave you all my trust, would you comfort me? That's probably what you said to that person who's married. And they probably told you anything that you needed to hear just to get you, to bust it open for them. if you really want to, you know what this is reminding me of? That Pisces reading. It's either Pisces or the Cancer reading. If it's a Cancer reading, wow, then the Cancer showed up in this card, and you should that's connected to this reading. But there's a check-in Cancer or Pisces reading that I did, and it's just like, you're better than this or something like that. And it literally was talking about somebody dealing with a married man. And it was like, somebody needs to learn to love themselves more because you're better than this. And I feel like you're only giving yourself to this person because you don't love yourself enough. You're insecure. You're only with that person because they're there to give you some type of power, some type of validity to feel wanted. And you don't need another person to feel wanted. There's other people out here in this world that you could reach one, teach one to, and make a difference in the world without even being physically present in their lives. Ain't that something? Just think about that. How much of an impact you can make in somebody's life without being in their life. And you can also be that person as well. Learn from this so other people don't go through the same mistakes that you've been through. Learn that being with married men or being with men on the DL isn't the way to go. And I'm not trying to knock men on the DL for wanting to keep a low profile on what they do behind closed doors. But when you are there's a difference between being single and you don't want to be in your business. That's fine. You can sit here and you can do whatever you want because you're single. But most of these dudes on the DL all got girls. They all got girls, baby moms. They living with somebody. It's always the case. There's never nobody just on their own. Solo dolo. Just I'm out here just, a bachelor. Somebody's just always got to be a fucking, what is that? Cheater, basically. I was going to look for a different word, but it's always that case. So it's just like whenever these people come in, they don't want no relationship. They come off not wanting a relationship. They kind of tell you straight off from the jump, I'm not looking for no strings attached. I already got a bitch that this, that, and the third, buzz. And you be like, yeah, no. You don't really care. You just saying anything to them just to get the dick. So they saying anything to you just to get the ass. So y'all just basically using each other. But you can't get mad at them for going back to their significant other because this is something y'all both agreed on. He said he ain't want no strings attached. But you saying here you want to bust it open, and get all freaky deaky with somebody that you know they ain't gonna last forever. That's on you. You sitting up, you sat here and you wanted to create this contract with this person, this married man. What you thought was what happened. Excuse me. This is a definition of selling your soul to the devil. As my light, flickers off, right? This is a definition. This is an example, not a definition, but this is one of the examples of selling your soul to the devil. You getting yourself involved with married men with the intentions on taking from that family. Because you think that they're unhappy and this, that, and the third. Yeah, he lied to you and this, that, and the third, but he also is a married man living out a fantasy. So you think most of these motherfucking y'all don't get it. These married folks, they're married for a reason. They know. And there's this one guy who I knew, who I was messing around with. He kind of told me that his wife was aware that he had sexual relations with men, but I don't think that she was aware of just how actively recent he be doing it, So it's just like, I'm pretty sure. But again, for this case though, you are aware. This person is aware of what their significant other is getting into, but they're not the type of person that's gonna be rah with the shits. Not that they're saying that they can't do it, because Kill Bill is there, so they're gonna fuck you up regardless. If you wanna, get into your Mortal Kombat energy, all you want to. So if you wanna go to their house and wanna start some shit, she gonna be with the shits. She not gonna look at him like, oh, you cheated on me, this, that, and the third. No. He gonna look at they gonna look at you. Why the fuck are you here? Oh, because he didn't. Okay. But he's here now, so why are you here? And they're gonna look at you like you the fuck stupid, and they're gonna ask you those type of questions. Like, okay, yeah, but he's here now. If he told you he don't want to be with you, he don't want to be with you. So now, because it's not working out for you, you want to go and expose him and tell his wife or his or their husband that they was out here fucking around with you. What kind of sense does that make? Because if he would have chose to deal with you, then he would have been juggling the both of you. That wouldn't have been right. So now he wants to do the right thing. Oh, but because you thought that he was going to leave her. No, he was never going to leave her or them. They was never out the picture. They were never going to leave the picture. It was just if you were going to be a part of whatever it is that they were adding, whatever picture that they were painting. Were you going to be an addition, or were you just going to be something for the time being? You know, were you just or just a fad? You know, you were just an addiction, and like most addictions, they can be you can get over an addiction. So, what's the most valuable lesson you learned from your past relationships? Think about that. Was your last relationship a real relationship to begin with? Or were you the other woman thinking that you was about to manifest a real relationship with somebody? You thought you were going to be that person like, oh, I know it's hard being in a relationship, this and the third, blase. But it's just like, nah. Sometimes you got to let men fall on their own. Oh, she giving you problems? It sucks. Nobody told you to get married to her. Now you got to deal with that. If you don't want to be with her, then you be a man about whatever it is that got you all disharmonized in your relationships, and you talk to that person, and either you work through it or you separate. But you don't fucking drag people on because of, oh, I'm trying to keep up, with the Joneses type of mentality. I mean, that's not, well, yeah, people try to keep up with the Joneses without really thinking about that. It's not unconscious. It's not conscious that they're keeping up with the Joneses. This is very unconscious that a lot of people, they do this shit. But I guess that's it. We were just going to end it off right there. I hope this really helped, because I seem like I've learned something from this as well, as far as this, like, my experience with dealing with men, and like I said before, I don't be out here trying to break up happy homes or break up families in general, like, but there have been married men who have reached out to me, and I get curious as to that, because that's why I partake into it, because I'm curious. It's not because I'm like, oh, I'm about to get in a relationship or anything. It's just, it's intriguing to really see how men function and to see the things that they get themselves involved with. It's interesting. So when something like that approaches me, I'm going to analyze and study the situation and see why this is being presented to me and the way that it's being presented to me. Now, because these men approach me, and it's usually on some sex tip, clearly they're married, so it's just like, I have to realize that it's only going to be no strings attached as well. So, in the middle of, some, I guess, passion, no, lust, it's lust. It's definitely lust, because, it's married man. And again, I always have conversations with people, before I get into it. That's just me. I don't know about you, but I like to get personal. We don't got to be romantic, but I need to know who the fuck you are before we lie in this bed, condoms or not. We always use a condom. Well, I haven't used some with certain scenarios, but I haven't caught anything from those married men, thank God. But the fact that they out here, that's another reason why you shouldn't be, because of that. You got to be safe. And I know that's probably like really rubbing women the wrong way, or just people in general who are married. It's just like, and I know you're looking at me like, you homewrecker, this and third, but most of these men talk to their significant others, giving them the idea that they're straight, but they're out here behind their backs doing this, that, and the third. So it's just like, I'm not going to be the one that exposes these men. I know that if I don't accomplish what it is that I need to accomplish for them to understand what they're doing, it's wrong, because you're stepping out your marriage and your wife doesn't know. If I don't accomplish, trying to get them to understand that, then they're going to run into somebody that's going to end up getting them exposed. That's it. I don't have to do that. I would never want to do that. It's not my place to do that, because like I've already said before, earlier in the reading, motherfuckers who do that end up getting killed. I don't need to do that. Usually your guilt, usually people's guilt, if you really feel guilty about some shit, your guilt will end up getting you to confess about the fuck shit that you've been doing. If not, well, yeah, because it's either guilt or fear. You know, God will always put you in a position to make you face your fears. And when I say put you in a position to make you face your fears, that's when the blackmail comes in. You don't want your truth getting out there, so somebody's about to either get you to pay them to keep your truth from coming out, or they're going to expose it. But if you have faith in God, God is going to tell you, you know what, son or daughter, if you have faith in me, you be that man or you be that woman and you tell everybody what it is that you're doing. And I promise you, a lot of people going to walk away, but all those people that are going to walk away was never really for you to begin with. And because now that we cleared the room, now that we've made room, I'm about to bring you all the gifts, all the blessings, right? Everything that you wanted and you asked for, because you kept it real, you kept your faith, you kept it honest, you always stood by me, you kept your loyal to me, God. I know you had your frictions with your significant other, and I've seen all that. And I'm watching you as a man do that as a human being. I know that you are only one person. I'm God. I can see it all, you know. That's just, you know, that's the conversation that this God having to this masculine. I see it all. I see that you're doing this, and I got this gift for you. If you can just continue being loyal and honest to me, everything is going to come back to you tenfold. Harvest the season, everything that you've worked hard for. It's all about your intentions. So if this man or this woman wants to do right by their family and their kids, then by all means, let them be right by their family and kids. Don't stop them from that. If anything, you should encourage them. Encourage them. You want them to be happy, right? That's why you thought that they were with you, because they want to be happy. Does she make you happy? Well, you're with me, right? I make you happy, right? You make me happy for the moment. But this is my wife. She makes me happy for the rest of my life. Don't you get that? It's like, learn to love yourself. Value yourself. And you're going to realize that you are gifted. You are the gift. You are what it is that you're looking for. You don't need to find anything you're looking for is within yourself. You don't have to find that in another person. It's another thing, as I stated too, and I think I did it in my unboxing of the Blood Tarot, but it's just like, when people sit here and they get into spirituality, they get into this tarot and stuff like that, they be out here really thinking that they are like gods, essentially. They got powers and they can, you know, do whatever it is. They got powers and shit. But it's just like, you don't really have powers with tarot. These are just tools. Whatever it is that a reader is out here, you know, portraying, it's all within them. They don't really need the cards to put out the messages. But because not everybody is in tune and aligned on that spiritual connection, or that's, you know, aligned properly to really be on like a high priestess type of level, where it's just like, I can, once I sense something, I can, you know, be on point and tell you what it is. And, you know, it's just, that's why these are tools. But people look at these like, oh, well, this person is getting on tarot, and I'm gonna get it too and make all this money. And it's like, you can try. Some people can get away with it, but I'm telling you, it's like gambling, y'all. And gambling, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's funny how the world works, because like they teach you about good and bad and stuff like that, but then like there are certain things, right? Because there's always tests. God is always testing you. The devil's always testing you. People are always testing you. There's always tests. Even like you people be like, oh, school, they always giving you tests and homework and this and third. Get into the real world and people are always gonna be fucking testing you. Every motherfucking person that presents themselves to you is a pop quiz. Remember that. Just remember that every fucking person that presents themselves to you is a pop quiz. Every new person is a pop quiz, and then if they continue to come around, it's a test. Keep that in mind. Shit. I see. There I go ranting now. I lost my train of thought because I'm being dancing in circles is playing by Lady Gaga. But yeah, I think that's it. It's a lot that I've been saying, and I think that once I go live, because when I premiere this live on YouTube, I'm gonna be in the chat to try to, like, if I miss anything, I'm gonna be in the live comment, try to to talk, to comment as I'm talking. So when y'all look at it on YouTube, y'all just gonna only see me in the chat, because ain't nobody really gonna be in my premieres, because my following is still kind of low, and I'm not really worried about that. I still feel like with the little numbers that are being picked up on, especially on Twitch, I feel like that's still enough. People are listening. People are coming back and listening, and I think that's still good enough. And I appreciate y'all. I fucks with y'all. I love y'all. Can y'all come in on my Pokemon stream shortly and talk about some Pokemon, or see how far y'all got into that? Ape shit. Somebody might be going ape shit. But this is it though. I think I'm done with this reading. I said enough. But we had some icebreakers. We had some love languages. We had some intimacy cards. I had my cards out giving you the tea. I really hope this helped in every way, shape, or form. I know I probably missed something because I talk too much, but that's why we go back. And also too, I think I honestly, I might have another reading after this. Not after this. One of my videos, I might actually watch one of my old videos and rant on what it is that I'm reading, or that it is that I've recorded. So I'm gonna go back on one of my videos and watch that as a live, and then probably pull cards and see if I can get an additional reading to that. So that'd be something to look forward to. I don't know. Just always trying to find something different on my channel to do. Also, too, I still feel like, this imprisonment there, that gift. I just like opposites. So I feel like because of one situation, somebody's about to have everything taken from them for the other person to be gifted everything to them. So like I was saying, whoever it is that was trying to take, excuse me, from somebody's marriage, yeah, you about to have everything taken from you. And you probably about to go ape shit over that. Or you probably want to, yeah, you going to fight. You probably already fought. This is either happen or going to happen. But there's a fight, Mortal Kombat, we already talked about it. Somebody about to get their ass whooped. That's all I got to say. So be careful if you whoever it is that you about to buck on, whoever this married couple is. You can buck all of them, buck. You can knock if you buck all you want to. They gonna knock your ass right the fuck down. You think you the bull. You think you the bull, but you really the matador. Really. And I know the matadors are really supposed to be like skilled performers and they know how to like maneuver, finesse around the bull. But no. Because you thought you were so confident, right? Then I say something about you thought you can come between, right? You were so confident you thought you was going to. But nah, this bull is about to fuck your ass up something major. And if you Google, if you go on YouTube right now, right, and you look at those bull dances, those matadors and those bulls, and when they get caught up, they get tossed the fuck up and brutaled and beat up. Most of those dudes die from that situation. Actually, I want to Google it my damn self. Matador. What's that? Matador. I'm just gonna watch that as I clean up. But yeah, like that shit is crazy though. They get tossed up and flipped and yo, like that should be looking unrealistic. Like the way they bodies be getting tossed up like a rag doll. I'm like, can nobody be bodies move like that? And it really looked like a rag, like, you know, just waving it around. Like, how you getting tossed up like that? Like, and this is legal too at that. So speaking of, right, we have justice here, legal system. Like I said before, like if you want to go buck on somebody's marriage or something like that because they decided they wanted to go back to their family, you want to go buck on them because the man or the woman wants to go back to what they signed because that's their what their contract agreed, that's what their marriage is, like you're gonna get put on your ass, you're gonna get locked up, and you're gonna be clowned for it. The judge is not gonna take your side. It's just like, I don't know. So like somebody's not really thinking clearly here because of that dick. That's what it is. Somebody is dickmatized. Wow. And you were sitting here hoping and praying that that dick gonna come to you and not to the wife or the husband. Y'all wild. Y'all is wild. Gotta love it. Love yourself. Love yours. That card didn't come up, but that J. Cole song is playing in my head. You know, love yours. Love language is here. Disharmony is here. Patience is here. Self love. Like, come on, sister, bro. But I feel like it's a man. But whoever is watching this could be a woman, you know, stepping out. This could be a man with a woman stepping out of their relationship to be with another woman, or who was, right, and then now they're going back to being with their husband and their kids, and now the chick is just like, well, I'm about to sit here and tell your husband this, that, and the third, and then well, the husband is just like, well, I mean, I kind of already knew what my wife was getting into. I mean, look at her. Like, I mean, she looks like the type of chick to mess around with chicks. That's why I did her. But it's just like, you know, it's just like it's like it's more so something about like it also could have been something like, well, maybe the three-way came into conversations, but it's more so that woman feared that she might lose her husband out of fear, you know? So she decided to say, okay, well, if I'm going to do this, right? If I'm going to be open to this three-way, then maybe I need to like get myself involved with the women to really no. And that's probably what happened. They got to know you and they did what they did, and now they about to go back to their husband. I'm sorry, sis. It is what it is. That's not what they were doing a documentary. I want to see the actual fucking somebody getting tossed up. Show me that shit. But I'm gonna do that later. But yeah. You can't expect good things to come to you when you're over here hoping that things don't work out for them. You always want to hope for the best for everybody in every case. You know, just the people that I sit here and I've associated with, you know, I'm not upset with the people that they chose to be with. If that's who they want to be with, that's who they want to be with. If that's what makes them happy, that's what makes them happy. Even if in their soul, right, it don't feel that way. But if that's what they want to perpetuate on social media and everybody else that they're happy, then so be it. You die inside on your own over there. I'm not going to be upset about that because that's the choice that you made. I'm not about to sit here and force anything on you or anybody, for that matter. You know, what's for you will be for you. That's how I always look at it. If they really, truly, genuinely value you and understand that, wow, like this person right here is so fucking special to me. Like, I really value and genuinely care about them more than my own fucking mom. You know, the woman that pushed me out of her vag, right? You know, that takes a lot of guts too at that. You know, because, you know, women always got their connection to their babies because of that experience. I'm pushing life out of me. Like, the fuck? You think I'm going to not have attachment to that little bitch? After 9 to 8 hours or however long I done pushed it that little bash out my move side. So the fact that, you know, even because men are mama's boys, that clearly, right? Especially if they straight men, you know, a woman is always going to be in competition with a woman dealing with a man it's never the other woman. The other woman is never the competition. It's his mama. You will never be in competition more than with another woman than his mama. Sorry, other woman, you was never competition to begin with, or other person, you was never the competition. You was, again, just something to fuck and move on to the next one if that's how they rolled. But if when it comes to their mama, you don't even compete. You don't even do they even talk about their mama around you? If they don't talk about their mama as much as they talk about their girl around you, you are really insignificant. Because if the wife knows about the mama knows about the wife, clearly, because they married and shit like that. So if the husband or whoever it is, they talk about they family to you, you ain't relevant. For real, for real. And it's not like, and I'm not talking about them talking about the wife, their kids. I'm talking about their mom, their dad, like that shit. Like they are mama's boy. Mama probably called them at one point while y'all was hooking up, you know. And usually they would pick up because they allow their mama, but they doing something that they're not supposed to. And that's why their mom called them in the first place. And you know when you don't pick up mama calls, that's a problem. So, you know, it's probably that energy as well. But I'm going to end this off. Oh, look, and the King of Wands as I end it. Shuffling up. All right. But I hope this helped in every way, shape, or form. Make sure y'all like and comment and subscribe. Y'all take care, and I'll see y'all in another video. Love y'all for real. Peace.